Yeah, so let's take a little look here into the future. So we're gonna do a little fun game here that everyone likes to play. We did it obviously with the Steelers early on here.
How do we know we like to play it? I think it's mandatory.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is mandatory.
This is goddamn communism.
Anytime we have a guest come on,
this is communism.
Oh Jesus! Okay, all right.
Goddamn
all right.
dictator over here.
All right.
Shit.
All right, so we're gonna do a little win-loss here schedule.
Oh, here we go.
So obviously we're already starting off 2-0.
Yeah.
I'll go down through the slate here. We'll start with AA Ron first, because I'm going to be really interested in your takes.
Yeah.
Really interested in your takes.
And then
we'll go to Knott's Henry.
Yeah.
We can obviously react to how everything's go here. All right, so obviously we have a bye week.
Right now, this coming weekend, yep.
Next game is September 21st.
Penn State.
Yep, home against Penn State. Another MAC team.
Just win or loss. Okay, no numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
We better beat Kent State.
Okay.
Okay.
Next game, September 28th at home against Illinois.
I think that's going to be our first. Well, Bowling Green was somewhat of a test, I feel like.
Yeah.
We better beat the Illini, so I'm going to go with a win over the Illini as well.
Okay, 4-0. October 5th, home against UCLA. That's a nice home stretch there.
UCLA. I'm going to be honest. I think we lose to UCLA. I think it could happen.
Really?
At home.
That's a bold prediction.
Holy shit.
I think it could happen.
What? Like,
yeah.
Just as throwing this out here to
This is
everyone.
what he wanted. I just gave him what he wanted.
Ron doesn't necessarily follow college football to the
Not
letter
that,
T.
yeah.
I don't think you saw UCLA's media day press conference. I'll put that in there for you. Just to understand where that program is at right now, Ron. That's why I'm shocked. Hey, so what do we have here?
Can I change that to a W?
No. You already takes it back.
Yeah,
All right, so
back.
we are 4-1 then,
USC.
going out to Southern Cal at USC. Now that's a big.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley too. Heisman winners.
I think we lose to USC. I think we. Even though I can't retract my statement, maybe we beat UCLA and we lose to USC out in California.
But we're keeping it in.
But we're keeping it anyways because
you said
we
it so
backs,
confidently on the first try there.
Surrounded by assholes.
So 4-2 at Wisconsin. TJ Watt.
Yeah, Wisconsin. That's gonna be a battle. Gosh, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with a W over Wisconsin as well.
Okay.
I mean, we need to. We have to.
5-2 at home, the big one against Ohio State. Ron, will they actually get over
the hump? Will it happen?
I was gonna say the giant, but
we're at home. We're at home, right?
We are at home. Yes.
We absolutely have to win that game. We have to, even though I think that we're probably not. You know what? I'm going to be optimistic for a change.
Who does Ohio State have the week before?
Yeah, who do they have? Can we look that up real quick?
Let me take a quick look here.
That's a good question. Thank you, Andy, for saving me there. I mean, I look like a big jabroni right now because I have us losing to UCLA, and I want to say that we're going to beat Ohio State.
We're looking November 2nd is when we play them.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Knott's Energy. You just have the college takes here. They have Nebraska.
Oh, the week before.
That is not an easy game.
No,
Nebraska looked good against Colorado.
It's a home game. It's a home game for Ohio State, but
you know what? We're going to beat Ohio State and Penn State. We're going to do it. It's going to happen. I feel like I'm on mushrooms and all kinds of drugs right now, but I'm saying we're beating Ohio State. We're getting over the hump. That's how I'm going.
So 5-2. All right. If there's any year for it to happen, this would be the year.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm pushing.
And then we are home against Washington after that. Yep.
Well, I mean, if we beat Ohio State, we better beat Washington, right? I mean, I would think. You would think.
You would hope.
You would hope.
But again, Washington has a decent program, so I like that. 6-2. We are going at Purdue here.
Purdue's given us some issues, I think, in the past. If I'm not mistaken.
They always give that one team that issue. It's like a crazy exercise. Just give you that.
Yeah.
Keep an issue. You just can't get away from it.
Purdue. Yeah. I think we lose to Purdue.
Really?
Well, look at this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think that we're going to lose to Purdue other than them just having a big ass drum in their marching band?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's the big drum. I think.
All right.
I think the big drum rattles Franklin, and I think that's what happens.
All right. So what is that? 6-3.
I've only had one beer, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that puts us at 7-3.
7-3. Sorry, 7-3 here. My apologies. I'm so shocked here.
Yeah. Minnesota.
And then at Minnesota here, are we gonna row the boat against PJ Fleck, or are they gonna row the boat on us?
You know what? We're gonna beat Minnesota. We're rowing the boat on them.
That's right.
You're darn right.
That's right.
We're rowing the boat.
We're gonna beat them.
We're gonna beat them.
I like the spirit. I like the spirit that you're exhibiting.
There's
here.
a lot of confidence right there.
Yeah, I'm going all in. I'm going in on rowing the boat.
Final home game probably will be
Maryland.
Senior Day. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we beat Maryland. Yeah, absolutely.
So you have us going 9-3.
9-3.
That's what I have. Yeah. Right. I mean, isn't that typically?
And let me ask you this, Aaron. Are they a playoff team?
Penn State?
After.
I mean, I've only seen 2 weeks. I would say after 2 weeks, I would say I don't know.
It's a yes or no. 12 teams. 12 teams
early
this year.
take, man.
This is the early take.
Yeah. 12
You know what? I'm gonna be.
I'm
I'm not gonna be a negative Nancy. I'm gonna be positive, and I'm gonna say, yes, we're making it to the playoffs. I mean, it's more teams this year, right? Isn't it 12?
Yeah, but 9-3. We're finishing top 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going for it.
All right.
I'm gonna be optimistic.
You hook it around, and then they.
I'm going to remove your duodenum.
I was going to say, he did throw in key wins.
He did. I
He
mean,
did.
we beat Ohio State in his model.
So there is a path there.
I'm not completely.
No matter how much, no matter whatever drugs he's on.
I'm not completely Mickey Rooney.
He's got a method.
Not completely Mickey Rooney.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think is that some crazy pills I see over there again?
Right here. I'm gonna have some right now.
Just icy light.
This is a good beer.
It is a good beer.
Actually, it's really not bad at all. Yeah.
All right, NOS Energy. Let's go to you here.
Damn.
So, obviously 2-0, Kent State.
Kent State. We're gonna freaking kill them.
All right, I like that.
The closest game with them is, I think, a couple years ago, and we still beat them by 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's not going to be close. Our defense is going to have something to prove after last week. They get a bye going in, which, I mean, I don't want the bye for Kent State. I'd want it for another team, but there's no reason that they don't show up and don't take care of business. It's a 3:30 kick, so the sleepy noon start shouldn't be a factor. The tailgate game will be heavy. That should be a good game to tailgate.
Yep.
Yeah.
But by and large, we're going to come out, handle business easily, start to look like the team that everyone is talking us up to be. We're 3-0 after that game.
And then at home, Illinois.
Fighting Illini. This game's always closer than we want it to be. And
Well, they have the old Wisconsin head coach there.
From
too.
Bielema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can never say his name correctly.
Who can? But
It's a stutter waiting to happen, though. Shout out Matt Hoare. Keep going. keep going.
Does he even watch? Probably not.
he will after this.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Good.
You all will. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
But Illinois, we have a win. We're gonna squeak it out. This is gonna be another hard fought. Let's say picture Bowling Green again. Illinois always seems to have a little bit of that offensive power. They've turned into more of a running game since Bielema got there. But I think we show up. I think we take care of business. Just closer than we want it to be. So probably 1-score game.
Okay. And then home against UCLA. So
Thank God they suck this year.
I was actually, I was kind of. If Chip Kelly would have stayed there, I was actually kind of nervous about UCLA.
The first 2 weeks have not looked strong for them.
They were in a game against Hawaii the first week. I was actually watching that. I was like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. Beginning of the season, I was slightly worried about that game. I was like, not sure how that's gonna pan out.
Yeah.
After the first 2 weeks, you're at Beaver Stadium. I think the crowd carries us through to a win there. I think we're 5-0.
You think it's gonna be somewhat close though?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
I think, in all honesty, I think it's because the crowd wants to welcome the Pac-12 properly.
Yeah.
So I think you will see a big turnout for that game. I think it will be loud. I mean, it's not going to be white out loud. We'll say that for Washington. But UCLA is going to be welcomed very profoundly to the Big Ten.
Well, Then flip this around, NOS Energy. We're going out the Southern Cal to get welcomed by the Pac-12. So
Those Trojans.
probably our first ranked matchup.
And
Oh yeah.
I don't think we come out on top. They have looked every bit of a top 15, top 10 team these first 2 weeks. So they take care of business against LSU.
Yep.
They then turn around and handle their business. And I forget who they played last week. It was a lesser opponent.
Yeah.
But they took care of business. None of those scares that we saw other teams take. Sorry, Notre Dame.
That program's doomed.
But Lincoln Riley at the helm. When I say James Franklin doesn't understand X's and O's, Lincoln Riley's the exact opposite. He understands it, knows how to manipulate it. We're looking at a loss there, guys.
Okay, so we would be 5-1 going to Wisconsin. Little jump around there in the third quarter.
Yep, and you're gonna get a large dose of running. You got those corn-fed boys out there, and it's gonna be a close game because they have a stout defense every year.
Yep.
They have a big offensive line. They're gonna be able to run the ball a little bit. I don't think the Badgers have the firepower. And 12-team college football playoff, one loss no longer excludes you.
Yeah.
So that letdown game, I don't think happens after the first loss this year. I think we bounce back because you still have everything on the table in front of you. I think we beat the Badgers. I think we're 6-1 after that game.
Then the big one, we come home, Ohio State.
The big one.
And this is not the whiteout game this year.
Which makes no sense, but anyway,
That's insane.
But
Maybe we need to make it the whiteout game as well. Whiteout 1 and then 2.
This will be a shocking forecast. It'll be the helmet stripe game because that's what we do for noon games whenever there's a team we want to play in a whiteout, such as Ohio State. We've done it the past
Really?
2 times we played them. If it wasn't them, it was Michigan. But we put a nice little blue line down the bleachers right at the 50-yard line in Beaver Stadium, and everyone else wears white. And we try to get as loud as the whiteout, but it doesn't carry the same punch. And it's typically a noon game. My understanding, don't quote me on this, my understanding was the expected broadcast company for that is Fox, which means it'll be big noon kickoff. And I think that's why it gets pushed, is we like to have that whiteout game at night.
I guess it's better spectacle. I mean, it makes sense.
Fox, you need to start broadcasting those games at night. We want the whiteout at Ohio State.
I would have taken the NBC game that night, the 7:30 kickoff that they've been doing. That would have been neat, but hey, it's Fox.
I don't know that as a fact, but that's the only reason
you can predict it though with how things should play out here. I see where you're coming from with that. So what would you say? Win or loss there?
This is going to be shocking. We will have a lead in the fourth quarter, guys, and James Franklin will find a way to lose this game for us yet again.
How? Will he lose his pants? Will he what's going to happen? He's going to call a timeout because he can't.
No. We have Tom Allen as our defensive coordinator, so we might play aggressive the first 3 quarters, but like all predecessors of Tom Allen, we will decide that a prevent defense is the way to go.
Oh, we're going to sit back and we're going to take it. That's what you're saying. Oh,
it'll be a repeat.
Run a coast.
Throw that little
neutral.
Throw that little screen pass to J.K. Dobbins. Let him run 30 yards.
Yeah.
There's no scars here, no trauma from Penn State family. But yes, we will go to 4-17 against Ohio State and Michigan under James Franklin's tenure, because that's how good we are.
Screw me, boys. That sounds like a rehiring. Let's sign him to another 5-year extension after that. Sounds with how Penn State kind of figures that out there. I like that idea there.
Yeah, with that one.
But anyway, so what would we be? We'd be 6-1.
6-2 after that game.
6-2. My apologies. 6-2.
In Washington.
At home, Washington whiteout game.
Whiteout conditions, man. Has Washington played in something like that? I mean, the closest they have is Autzen. Right?
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this.
And I mean, Autzen is usually ranked up there as one of the top 10, stadiums to play at, top 10 atmospheres.
But it's not Beaver Stadium.
It's not Beaver Stadium.
Yeah.
They're gonna pack fans in. You're gonna see, well, if we're 6-2, you're not gonna see a record crowd, but you're gonna see 110,000 there. Pure white, everyone yelling and screaming their heads off.
Yeah.
We are gonna look like we have some control in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then Washington's going to take over. And not because Washington is better than us, but because we finally have the letdown game.
Yeah.
2-loss Penn State, especially with a loss to Ohio State, and USC, as I'm predicting, we're not making the playoff. So this game is the game where we solidify that and drop the ball because we're feeling sorry for ourselves.
Yeah, we don't believe anymore, right?
So you lose this game not because you can't beat them and not because you shouldn't beat them, but I think this is where our egos get in front of us and cause us to drop a game. And we all know that Penn State is known for that. We drop one of those games that there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
it comes back to haunt you.
Yep.
Yep.
Case in point.
Yep.
Pitt, 2016.
Yeah, that was that literally cost us. That cost us that playoff spot.
But James Conner, hell of a game, man. Hell of a game.
Yeah. So 6-3 going to Purdue there. Those little Boilermakers.
We bounce back. We show up. I think it's going to be closer than you think, and this is going to be a shootout. This is going to be one of those random 63-52 games.
I was gonna say Purdue can put up points, and like it's just because they run that air raid, and like it's Big Ten's not used to it. Yeah, I mean Purdue's always just an interesting.
Yeah, but
you just never know what's gonna happen.
You're gonna get. Yeah.
I do think our offense has the ability to post the points this year, which is why I think we pull that out. But I think we end up playing a little bit of Purdue football there. I think we play that not air raid, but we play air it out. And move the ball quickly and efficiently.
Or fast, yeah.
So I do think we win that game, though.
7-3 at Minnesota. Rowing the boats, or are they rowing the boats on us?
We're going to Minnesota late November. It's an outdoor stadium.
Yeah.
I think it's Huntington Bank Stadium, if I remember correctly.
I don't think they had their. I think they had their. Yeah. I don't know.
That's where I saw it posted, so it's not there. But that sounds like a great running game. And Nick Singleton, Katron Allen. I think we beat the Gophers in Gopherland.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We row the boat through Minnesota.
All right.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Whack a gopher.
Yeah.
Row the Gopher.
Yeah. Cue the footage. Yeah.
So,
and then
8-3.
8-3, and then we finish it off home, Maryland.
Yeah. I think my notes here say the Mason-Dixon line may separate us geographically. There's a heck of a lot more that separates us talent-wise.
Yeah.
We don't let little brother come up here and beat us. That's back in Beaver Stadium, right after Thanksgiving, senior day. Student section's not going to show up because they're home with their families eating turkey, but even with a half-filled stadium, Penn State shows up, balls out, and wins that game.
All right, so 9-3
as well. Look at that.
A little bit of a different route there.
Yeah.
Are they in the playoff? Or are they not in the playoff?
I kind of already alluded to this, but as we've come to expect under the James Franklin era, we will be on the outside looking in. So I think we will be a top 15 program at the end of the year. I think you're going to see a ranking of somewhere between 13 and 15. You're going to hear a lot of Penn State fans fighting for us to be in, and I mean, a lot is yet to be seen. This is an early take, but I don't think there's really anything for us to sit there and complain about at the end of this year. I think we take our 9-3. We show up to a bowl game. I think that usually lands us in the Outback Bowl. Or
that
something.
blue and onion,
We know that place well.
Yeah. So I think we'll be down in Tampa, and I think the reality is half our team shows up to that because bowl games mean nothing anymore.
Yeah.
And there's no hope for a New Year's Six. I mean, I think the Outback Bowl is usually on New Year's.
Yeah, that is on New Year's Day. Yep.
You can still say you played a New Year's Bowl, but
yeah, it ain't the same.
No.
It ain't the same.
No, but I do think you're going to see yourself 13, 14, somewhere in there, and respectable, but not what Penn State fans are expecting from Franklin and this program, given the talent that we have now.
Dang, okay, all right. So 9-3 for both of you there. All right, I want to go quickly through here. Kent State, win. At home, Illinois, I have a win. At home against UCLA, I have a win. USC, I have us actually winning that game. I honestly, I have not actually been that impressed with USC.
So you think we show up at the Coliseum and
I
show out?
I actually think that's actually a game.
We take down the Trojan horse.
I think that's actually a game.
I think it's a close game.
Yeah, I believe, and again, that's going to tell us everything we need to know about the rest of the season.
game there.
I think it's a stage rehearsal for really the rest of the season. I think we get the win. Their defense still hasn't impressed me at all. If we control the clock, I think we win that game. At Wisconsin,
that's a big ask, not to interrupt, but we didn't control the clock against Bowling Green.
Well, it was probably, kids were out, partying Friday night, they weren't keeping track of the clock, and all that. We'll get them on the right foot here. But I have us going 6-0 here.
That's what the bye's for, right?
That's right.
That's exactly
what the bye's for.
Yeah. And then we come back. So after USC, Wisconsin, I have us winning that game. And then 7-0, and then home against Ohio State. Since
the big one.
Well, since there's no reason to actually bring this up schematically, because Franklin or Clifford, the big red dog, would ruin this game. And yes, Clifford's gone. We have Aller and all that. I'm just gonna chug a beer, and if I chug it, they win. If I don't finish it, they lose. So ready? 1, 2, 3.
I hope that's empty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stand up. That's right. Get it all down. Holy shit. That's impressive.
Well, wait, you got to tip it over.
Yeah, let's see. What
is it?
Oh man!
He let us down.
Well,
there's a couple trips.
Then it's gonna be a heartbreaking loss. Then, obviously, I guess based off of that reaction.
Oh man!
7-1.
Gotta love that.
7-1.
7-1.
Washington. This is the game that I had circled on the schedule. I'm going to go. Oh, God, it's such a tough game. I'm going to go loss at Washington.
You guys both? Yeah.
And then I'm going to go win at Purdue, win at Minnesota, win at home with Maryland. I do have us getting in
playoffs.
10-2.
10-2.
But as an at-large bid as one of the final two.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have us traveling in that first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, but we're the last. We're one of the last two to get in.
I think that's fair. And that was going to be my follow-up question here, Aaron. Is
for me? That's
well for both of us, really. So let's say based of ours, we're 9-3.
Yeah.
But let's play the what if game. So we win one of those games that you and I picked to lose.
Yeah.
We go 10-2. Do you have us in? Or
oh yeah, I do at 10-2. Well, I have us 9-3. I think it's possible, right? I mean,
I think it's a conversation.
Yeah, I think it's possible. 10-2, I agree with Andrew because you're definitely 11th or 12th seed, or you know what I mean. You're just sneaking in kind of thing. And I think
in your paradigm there, you lose to Ohio State, you lose to Washington, but you pull out a road game against USC. I think you probably have us a little lower, to be honest. I think in that scenario, we get one of the 6 through 8 seeds.
And we have a home game.
And we host that first round, which, I mean, kudos to the college football playoff for allowing that because I pity the team that comes into Beaver Stadium.
Well, actually, kudos to Joel Klatt for actually the one that actually designed, because I'm not going to lie, Joel Klatt was the one that actually came out with this playoff. Well, and then all of a sudden, college football said, oh, we have this great idea. And then I was like, wait a minute. Didn't Joel Klatt just do this like a month ago, like on Fox? And I was like, it actually made sense and actually made it fair for everyone. And heck, it even allowed a smaller team into the playoff too. Which
a group of 5 team to get in there.
Right, which again, we're all for it. Like,
absolutely.
If you're
can you tell us what happened on the first play of the third quarter?
First play of the third quarter. Yes, I will. So you had what I called the left slant nut play. That's when the quarterback sweeps right over here. He's going to pump fake to the tight end, okay, and then hit the open receiver, okay. Okay, it would have worked really well, but I forgot that I had a punt knucker for a quarterback who calls timeout right after the snap. So then this is me over here, okay, this is me. There's my hair, come my ear, that's me. Shorts are here. Sometimes I pull the shorts up to here, some up here, right up here. I get them up here to the neck, get them up there. So I got crazy, right, lost my mind. I went over here, and I want to do, what I want to do is, I want to take my boot here, and I want to plant it into the quarterback's stink purse, right, because I want to kill him, right? So I'm trying to get over there, and while that happens, this is a bottle right here, okay? Jack Daniels right there. A bottle comes out of the crowd, comes out of the crowd and hits me. I'm down here now. Jibbity, 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 pow. I'm right down here, okay? Bottle hits me in the back of the head, right? Then I go over and I pick the bottle up, right? I go to throw the bottle, it falls out of my hand, hits my lady friend. Lady friend's right here. Hair, boobs, hips, okay? My lady friend's there, so the bottle hits my lady friend in the head. She goes down like a socket wrench. I go over there to help her, then a giant chipmunk comes out of nowhere and hits me in the back of the head with a peanut the size of a watermelon.
See what happens. Again, we'll see if Franklin can actually maybe follow little Coach Hines, Oliver schematics there. Cue that again. But yeah, we'll see what happens this season if we can actually make a college football playoff.
Absolutely.
I think we need to reconvene. And I would say, I think Ohio State is the pivotal game this year.
Yeah.
I think we need to reconvene.
I like that. We'll definitely have you back.
We need
on
more
that.
NOS energy.
Yes.
Get your NOS energy today.
Yes.
Reflect on this season and what we've seen, and then project out the rest of those games.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
All right.
Well, like, subscribe, follow the BlitzBurgh Banter, NOS Energy.
And thank you so much for joining us today, NOS Energy. You were a wonderful guest.
Thank you for having me.
Clean that beer off of this shithole basement floor. Then we don't want that getting anywhere, and anyone stepping on that. But yeah, thanks for following, and